Hi everyone, in this mini-series, we're going to create a mini RCM case study together. For the next 4 videos, we'll have a brief tutorial on RCM concepts, and then we'll apply that knowledge and create our case study. Our case study is inspired by a recent trip that I took to the dentist, but it's something we can all relate to, and that will make learning RCM principles easier. We're starting our RCM case study from the very beginning, just like we would in the real world. In today's video, we're going to cover the operating context and the first step in the RCM process, functions. So let's dive right in. The operating context is a document that contains technical information relevant to the RCM analysis. In the essence of time, it is drafted by the RCM facilitator before the RCM analysis begins, but it's reviewed with the working group line by line, and any changes or additions are made in a live setting. It's a living document that's referred to and edited often during an RCM analysis. The operating context is important for several reasons, but one is that it acts as a center-lining tool for working group members. It gets everyone on the same page, and it aids in brainstorming, and it's a source of information for validation team members. The sections of the operating context include general information, scope of analysis, theory of operation, equipment description, protective devices, operating context concerns, RCM analysis notes, future plans, and working group members. Let's put this knowledge into practice and write the operating context for our case study, starting with the general information section. Johnny Chomper is a 30-year-old single male who uses his teeth every day. His profession requires him to interact with people daily. Although he doesn't aspire to be on the cover of GQ magazine, he values a handsome smile and fresh breath, making the reliability of his teeth essential for both his personal and professional life. He requires his teeth for breaking down food to aid in digestion, maintaining speech clarity, and supporting facial aesthetics. His teeth are exposed to hard and soft foods, and he consumes moderate amounts of sugar and acidic foods. He also drinks beverages that vary in temperature, putting his teeth through different daily stresses. Johnny does not have any existing health conditions, such as diabetes, heart disease, or immune disorders. He is not at a higher risk of cavities due to any specific health conditions. He also doesn't have any genetic factors that affect his enamel strength or saliva generation and composition. Scope of analysis includes all teeth, incisors, canines, premolars, and molars, and associated structures, but excludes external factors such as diet management. Theory of operation. Teeth are anchored in the jaw bones and are covered by enamel, the hardest substance in the human body. They break down food through mechanical forces, supporting digestion while maintaining a stable environment for the oral microbiome. Proper function relies on healthy enamel, strong roots, and the absence of disease. Johnny's teeth are used to bite and grind food, maintain space in the jaw, support the facial muscles, and aid in speech. Saliva acts as a natural cleanser, neutralizing acids, and helps to prevent decay, while gums protect the roots and provide stability. Together, these elements work in harmony to keep the teeth performing their vital roles effectively. Equipment description. Johnny's natural teeth are composed of enamel, dentin, and pulp anchored into the jawbone. Each type of tooth, incisors, canines, premolars, and molars, serve a specific purpose, such as cutting, tearing, or grinding food. The enamel acts as a protective outer layer. The dentin provides support beneath the enamel. The pulp houses nerves and blood vessels, and the roots anchor teeth into the jaw. Johnny has a full set of natural teeth, 8 incisors, 4 canines, 8 premolars, and 12 molars. He underwent orthodontic treatment with braces as a teenager, but did not need any teeth removed. Currently, he has 4 moderate-sized fillings, 3 in the molars and 1 in a premolar. He does not have any artificial implants, braces, or other dental devices. He does not use any mouth guards and does not undergo regular dental treatments such as fluoride applications or protective coatings on his teeth. Johnny's teeth are generally healthy, with no signs of significant wear or decay, making proactive maintenance crucial for preserving his dental health. Operating context concerns? None. RCM analysis notes. The goal of this analysis is to identify a proactive maintenance plan and any default strategies required that allow the patient to keep all his natural teeth for the rest of his life without requiring any corrective dental work beyond the occasional cavity fill. The analysis assumes that the composition and the production of saliva are normal and adequate. All gums are healthy and free of disease. There are no cavities present at the start of the analysis. Working group members: Johnny Chomper, the patient; Dr. Bristol Brushwell, the dentist; Pearl White, the dental hygienist; and Nancy Regum, the RCM facilitator. Let's move on to functions and learn how to compose functions. My mentor John Mowbray taught us that reliability is not a thing on its own, but rather reliability is scattered amongst all of the asset's functions. So when we write functions, we actually define the reliability that we need and want from our equipment. It's like identifying goals for our equipment. Let's learn how to compose functions. We start with the word to, plus a verb, plus an object, plus performance standards, and we have to make sure we're very specific here about what we need from our equipment, because remember, this is how we define the reliability that we need from our equipment. Plus we add operating context. Now let's put this knowledge into practice. In this case study, we're only going to write the primary function. Oftentimes, functions are written without much thought. Here's an example of that for our case study: to maintain healthy teeth. That doesn't really say too much, and it certainly doesn't define the kind of reliability that Johnny Chomper wants from his teeth. A properly written primary function would be this: to maintain the structural integrity and functionality of each tooth, ensuring efficient chewing with a biting force of 200 to 250 pounds without chipping, cracking, or excessive wear, and enabling clear articulation of speech without any impediment due to poor hygiene, and to maintain a healthy oral environment characterized by near zero cavities and gum disease, a plaque score of under 10%, fresh breath with no detectable halitosis, and minimal sensitivity to hot and cold foods and beverages. So you can see in the first function that that's just writing functions as a matter of routine. It really doesn't set any kind of a goal for our equipment. But in the primary function that we just read, you can see there we have actually defined the reliability that Johnny Chomper needs from his teeth. Be sure to join me tomorrow for failure modes and failure effects. I'm Nancy Regan. Thank you for watching.